Let's just move that and do that. Second tournament. There we go. Voila. Let's see. I think we're about ready. I think we might be about ready. So hello, Frazzz is here. And we're about to get this started. I hope you can hear me because otherwise I'm screwed. So let's see if this is working okay. I'm just gonna find out what's happening. I think my OBS is misbehaving and things are going haywire, and I haven't streamed in a little while. So I'm hoping. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let's see how this is going. How yous all doing? Can you hear me? Nobody said confirmed that they can hear me, so let's see. Hello there, everybody. Let's hope this is working. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Please tell me you can hear me. Of course I do, Dryden. Excellent, you can hear me. Okay. I haven't got any music in the background or anything right now because I haven't streamed in about 2 or 3 months, so this should be fun. We'll see how this goes. I'm hoping you can see, like, is there a big red text stuff? Is there's a stream soon? As long as that's there, then I know at least it's working. Let's just get these goodies all on and take that off, just making sure we're getting everything ready. I'm going to head over and join a Incursus' Discord thing, if I can find where I put him. There we go. The boink and the boink. Hello, Incursus.
Oh, hello there. How are you?
I'm okay, just rusty, apparently. Very rusty.
You know, streaming on YouTube, there's always chaos about that. It's the best with all the updates they like to do. Can we get a big hello to Frazzz in chat? Remember, guys, he is streaming right now, also on YouTube. Make sure to check him out.
Yeah, I haven't streamed in about 2 or 3 months, I think, even including Twitch, because I kind of left it.
Makes sense. Yeah, there's definitely some changes from there. All right, so I think, is everyone on the right team? Are things ready to go here?
1, 2, 1, 2. I think they are, and I think your mic is sounding rather nice, but it sounds like someone's deciding wanting to drill next to your head.
Oh, can you actually hear that? Because that's, oh wow, that is loud.
Somebody don't like you suddenly.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so loud earlier, but that's really rather unfortunate. Okay.
I think we've got everything, but I'm just going to... Skoran is the one who's hosting this for the people who are joining me on my chat. He has asked us both along, and we're going to make sure that everything's going well. I think I've got everything downloaded now. Just need to apply it all. So if Skoran wants to give us it all. Skoran, where are you?
All the stuff should be in chat, as should just be able to click the download button and or the apply button to the mods. There should be some maps and a couple of mods in there.
And there we go. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Is that everything?
The tournament mod, the hover forts. All right, that looks good. We just need the map. Should be Hoverford's tournament map, and then he should be good to go.
There we go.
And excellent. I think the teams are ready.
But yeah, you don't have the clicking in your mic anymore. Gone.
Oh, good. If it comes back, please let me know. It's a relatively easy fix. I have no way of knowing if that happens or not.
Well then.
Okay, so we should be good to go.
Let's do
All right.
this. Oh, equals team 2. Are they in the wrong teams? Sea Dragon is an observer.
If you unlock teams, the players can do that themselves.
There we go. Oops.
Okay. Excellent.
I think we just need to wait on everybody switching over, and yeah, we are good to wait. 2, 2, 2, 2. They're 4 on team 2 and 1 on team 1.
Okay, Math Puns at Felix, team 2. Then we have Sea Dragon as observer, Scorn observer, Celeb and Sea Monster team 1. Celeb needs to be team 1. The second player from the top. Observer tools? Ooh. Do we want to do observer tools?
Has it stopped its lag?
I'm not sure.
King.
I know it's fine in vanilla.
Pretty sure that me and Incursus have relatively the same rules. Don't be mean.
That's a good way to put it.
All right, so is everybody good? So we've got Silap Gamer and Sea Monster versus against Math Puns and Felix. Are we going to have some math puns? I hope we have math puns. None of the dad jokes.
Oh my.
Wait, I just opened the floodgates, didn't I? We're going to get the dad jokes. Let us begin.
All right, we are good to go. Let's do this.
Alrighty, let's see how this is going to go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we have a show match, and we are good to go. So this is co-op style. Interesting. I was expecting this map to be like a proper 2v2, but co-op style makes things a little bit more interesting, or at least interesting in a different kind of way. Because remember, running co-op means that both players can control the same fort at the same time. We only have one fort controlled by 2 players. So we're going to have basically what amounts to one giant airship that's going to be manned and repaired by 2 separate players. And they're going to be both fighting each other and working with each other to fly around and blow things up.
What I would like to see is, like, if it's possible, is almost like miniature fighters. Like someone will, captain the mothership and someone's capturing the sort of mini fighters or something, because it is possible.
Oh yes, we can absolutely see, instead of players building off of this one giant mothership, that they end up building tiny little fighters that can just fly around and engage from different angles, or do kamikaze runs, which is like a really common strategy. We'll see if that actually works out here. I know in something like Flying Forts, we see that kind of shenanigan all the time. It was the last Flying Forts tournament almost exclusively had every single team build 3 or 4 separate fighters for every match, just to have additional little fighter craft around harassing, or even just a satellite or 2. We had one team that built like 6 or 7 satellites at once just for turret style aggression throughout the entire map, while also building their giant cannon ships.
And we're on to the last minute now.
Indeed. So these matches start out, for those who don't know, with a 3-minute truce. This is basically just 3 minutes of not allowed to do super early game aggression. So while there can be fighters and such, they won't be doing any kind of engagement while people are in this 3-minute phase. This just allows the players to, or at least the different teams, to set themselves up with any amounts of realistic game-ending weapons and devices and such, though we don't have what ends up being a spiral of no one winning the game.
It looks like we've got fairly different builds going on left and right, though. Like, we've got the right side with the extra cores around the core, and then left side is actually putting them all across the line in the top. And we're on... Oh, we're about to... What's gonna happen?
Probably not much.
Oh. Well, stuff is breaking from the left side.
They didn't sell the ropes off, so the ropes are kind of yanking pieces of metal off their base. That's a little awkward.
So the right side looks a bit more stable.
Indeed.
But I mean, the left side is stable now. It's got a good bit going on there, but I don't know. Something feels slightly off to me in the left side.
I feel like I am both surprised to see. I'm surprised to see that both teams at exactly the 3-minute mark decided to say, "Hey, we're just gonna get up into the air under our own power, but we're not gonna do anything." So they're just kind of agreeing to hover in place as
like we're just gonna stay here
and dock. Yeah, it's like, well, we could have stayed hanging on without having to power ourselves, but no, we're gonna power ourselves and then also not move anywhere.
It's like we're just gonna stay here, not do anything.
We could see both sides just going on building their technology, just going on and keep building their fort, but they're like, you know, it's fine, don't have to worry about it.
Notice we got a little bit of purple in here. That's another material, isn't it? And the right fort.
Let's see.
We got a cannon coming right next to the core. Oh, the windmill's getting sold off. A cannon coming in. Right is now also got a sniper and 4 hovercraft materials. Or not materials. Units, things. You get what I mean. And left side has 2 and a missile. Or rockets. Missiles, rockets. They all explode.
It looks like left side actually has a bit more of the early game style. Ooh, I got flung out in the middle of nowhere. As we could see a couple rockets, we could see flak on the left side. These are weapons you'd see typically for your earlier game aggression, just because of how much damage they do, and the splash can really mess things up. As it turns out, when your forts can either fly or fall based on the current weights, just splashing some metal off of it could send your opponent into a spiral that's very difficult to come back from.
Thank you very much, Myro, for that, buddy. I also don't really know what that noise was. My computer made a big cheering noise, and I have no idea where it came from. This is how much out of the streaming loop I am suddenly.
Oh dear. This is, you know, at least there's not a drill in your ear.
Yeah, this is true. Around. No, but I might sound, I just need to point out, I might sound a little bit echoey because right now there's like no curtains, there's no wallpaper or anything in the living room. Me and the other are redecorating. So everything's stripped down. I've got a bunch of bookcases like sitting like just behind me. And it's like, well, okay. So.
Interesting. That's actually pretty exciting.
Yeah, but it's like 2 weeks till Christmas. Probably not the best time.
That's fair. Well, I do want to point out it is about a minute and a half past cannon o'clock. We see 2 cannons, 1 already completed for Team 1. They could actually, that cannon I think could actually just clean blow through this. Well, can it? So that's a metal and two pieces of wood in the middle separating them. So the cannon can destroy it, but it won't penetrate, at least not meaningfully. So he does need a second cannon online, which he may just get here in a moment, and then he can straight up fire and do some damage to his opponent. We'll see if they take advantage of that, because 2 cannon shots and he can actually get some damage done, which would be interesting considering the well, both of these ships are kind of going with the light armor tactic.
Oh, we've got a bit of a like cannons to shoot, cannons to lasers. Ooh. Words can't speak.
You could do it. The central barrier has been shut down.
It's been
destroyed by those cannons. See how this works out. Looks like both forts are content to just kind of hover in place.
So we noticed there, we get Scoran placing as like a short explanation how hovering is possible. The forts are floating on explosion knockback of the hover projectiles. That's kind of smart to do. They're not like, it's not like just a straight beam that's holding it up. It's like what it's doing overall.
Well, that was unfortunate.
What just happened?
Laser overpowered. So what happened there is it looked like Team 2 attempted to dodge, and they did not quite have a strongly fortified fort. So it literally tore itself apart. You guys can see here in the replay that there's a particularly weak strut from how much stress he's out there. So the moment that it,
yeah,
the
like
moment that it attempted to move, it just tore itself up from the inside. Let's see if we can get a good view of that.
That is... So it wasn't actually the laser, really.
Nope.
The laser didn't actually do anything. It literally just split itself. So if anybody wants to see how
It
you
looks like
crack
the laser
a fort,
straight up missed.
if you take an egg and then you crack it over a dish, this is exactly what just happened here.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see it. You got to go super slow to see it. But the speed of... Where is it? Let's go a little bit faster here.
Yeah, that
You can
just...
see they drop down here, and they try to correct by... Because the laser hit low and below, but they tried to dodge downward. So they were dodging into the laser, and then they panicked and said, oh no, we got to go back up. So while the fort is falling down, they reactivate all their engines at max power, and they go screaming back up, and it just crushes the fort underneath the weight of itself.
Yeah, that was that just wow. That took me by surprise. Very much by surprise there. It's like I can't believe what just happened there.
So that's how that goes. Be careful. All right, sweet. And now we are going to be off to the next round.
That was a very nice, good first battle, though. I mean, lessons were probably learned by the team that just literally had their fort crack in two for free, if you were paying attention. But that was something else.
Interesting. Lasers disable the thrusters, which completely knocks them out. Really? Is that how that works? Because that seems odd, because typically, projectiles and forts apply their recoil at the moment you fire it. So it doesn't matter what happens to the projectile after it's launched out of your ship. It's curious to hear that it has any effects. Huh. I don't know how that actually works out here, because remember, this is a mod. So it seems weird because it doesn't match the standard fort's physics, but it is the mod, so it doesn't have to strictly match the standard fort's physics. Curious. All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch on over to a different map. Go ahead and set that up.
And there we go. Fort's star map. All these lovely, lovely, lovely maps.
Lasers cut thrust is strong. Oh, so it would seem. All right. Are these the players that are participating this time? Are we ready to go?
I think so. Sea Dragon, Math Puns versus... Wait, didn't we just have them? No, wait. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
people had switched to Observer and so on and so forth. Let's begin, shall we?
Let's go.
Or who are we waiting on? Math Puns. Goran. I take it we're not quite ready yet then.
I think they're just talking to each other.
Incursus, I can hear myself from your side. I didn't mean to start the drilling again. Oh, Incursus has went a little bit quiet now. I hope he's okay. We shall see. Except I got it to 2v1.
The drilling got louder. Sorry, I had to mute myself. It was like I could hear it through my headphones, which is amazing considering that my headphones are very noise canceling.
I did wonder there because it sounded like someone had just taken the drill next to your head, and I was like, oh dear.
Yeah, you know, I guess it is what it is. Not much I could do about it.
Oh.
All right.
You win some, you lose some. Mathpons and Felix have both disconnected. I believe we're waiting on 2 other people then.
Indeed.
I do feel a little bit sorry for Incursus at the moment. Drilling is never a fun thing because it's never, ever quiet. And which reminds me, I have to build a new desk once we finish the room. He doesn't show up.
Oh, new desk.
Yeah, I got I don't know if you've seen in the sort of IKEA hack, as it's kind of called. You get like a kitchen tabletop, and you set it on top of the 2 chest of drawers that you get. Gives you a bit more space, a bit more room, but a bit more flexibility as well. In terms of what you can do, and it just looked really nice. I went for like an oak effect because it's the living room. My current desk is oak, but it needs a little bit more room, but it means I can take the PC from being where it is sort of out with and bring it under the desk as well. So right, so it looks like we're missing a player. I genuinely feel a little bit sorry for Incursus. I hope he can... Maybe you should just go hit them in the head.
Really not much I can do about it. I'm just trying to mute when some of the louder bits come through. Like, I heard it this morning, but it was very obviously not so loud. And I think a second apartment nearby has decided to start drilling, or at least do construction noises. One that's first not so far away. Well, the first one was kind of far away. I don't even think the microphone would pick it up. Second one, very close.
So we've got Silverfur, or Abby's, posting here. Better this kind of drill than a dentist drill. Do you want to know a fun fact about Frazzz and his daftness? I once went to the dentist long ago, and I don't like needles. I have very much a phobia of needles, and I decided I'm going to get a filling without the needle. So no numbness, no nothing, just a pure drill into your tooth without any sedation, nothing.
You are a brave man.
Brave, and I know what pain feels like. But we're ready to go, folks. We're starting. Skoran has switched on to Team 2 just to give us because one of our players has vanished into the sky. Are you ready?
Oh my.
Let's do
ready
this.
to go.
There we go. Ooh, I like this. I like these. This sort of design work down the bottom here, underneath. Almost looks like metals. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I like the aesthetic too. The nice soothing blue background with the stars. It looks quite pretty.
King Benji saying someone is asking in Incursus chat if you're Scottish. Should I tell them you're Russian? That thing is never going to die, is it? Ever. That will never ever die. Ever. Darkhawk, I hate you. That came about because the Smash Gaming originally was started as a co-op type of channel. I was with one of my friends at the time, way back. And he played Metro and people said he sounded Russian. And I was like, but now it's me that gets it. And I don't know.
The world may never know.
Alrighty, so right side, we've got relatively similar, somewhat. Although left side seems to have a battery and a metal storage. The bottom there. Why would I want to die? Is that referring to the fact I got a drill in my mouth without any sedation or any numbingness? Maybe because I'm just a little bit mental. It could be that as well.
What was it? I had a if you didn't hear, I actually had to have a full-on root canal earlier this month.
Ah.
That was not fun at all. It actually wasn't as bad as it sounds, having a tooth basically removed, but it's not a quick process. You have to go to the dentist every week for a month, like once a week for a month, and they have to re-drill your tooth every time.
Yeah, dentists are not cheap either.
Yeah, definitely not cheap, but totally worth it. Very, very much so worth it. But let's see here. So we only have 45 seconds before the truce ends, but both teams seem quite content to just
Build.
exist for now and build, which makes sense considering they kind of need to build up in order to be able to participate in this match. Team 2 is going for the laser technology once again, whereas Team 1 is not sure. They are going for laser tech. They just wanted to put down a rocket and flak first, so that's going to delay them. You can see here the difference in timing from someone who spent income on putting down a flak and a rocket launcher versus a team who did not.
Oh.
Ooh.
So
we have
that
here,
commander.
Yeah, Team 2 is the Phantom Commander. That means that they can become invisible, which is quite cool. Doesn't really help them all that much, to be honest.
Because wouldn't you still see the hovercraft type thing beaming down, so you wouldn't know where they are?
Yes. Yes, you would. So there is that.
Laser going down for Team 2, though, on the right-hand side here. With the Team 1 not quite there. It's only just getting to 3/4 away done, so that could be deadly. So what's your bets on who winning?
Team 2.
Just like that's it. Team 2, that's it. Done.
Yeah.
No.
Team 1 has delayed themselves by a few seconds. Team 2 has not. I suspect that will be all the difference.
Although Team 2 coming very, 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 very quickly towards the center. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think it was purposeful.
Yeah, it seems to be they're trying to slow themselves down.
There we go. Yeah. Just remember, while there is a barrier in the middle that can be destroyed, you can also just kind of fly over it. So it's not that big of a threat. It's not that big of a delay. You could just kind of fly over it and then shoot without having to spend your first shot to completely blow through it. That's not necessary. I suspect that's what Team 2 is going to want to do. We shall find out sooner or later. Looks like Team 1 has just placed down their EMP. And oh dear. Chat is going ahead and bringing in the megatons of super chat.
Enjoy.
Oh my. All right, so what do we have here?
You literally sound like crap, I forgot his name. No. The one that says "oh my" all the time.
Takei?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Yes. I've gotten that a fair few times. Let's see. I'm interested to see how this is going to turn out because Team 2 hasn't. Team 2 is ready to fire. Team 2 can do things. Team 1 cannot. Team 2 is not doing things. So, curious.
Oh, we've got that gone.
I don't know if Team 2 is going to try to... Okay, it looks like they're going to try to use the rockets to blow up the center as opposed to just flying over it.
Let's hope they don't blow themselves up.
I was going to say that, and they've taken so long to do so that Team 1 might just be ready to fire and might just survive this. Is it going to be ready? Nope. There's... It seems you could absolutely just fire that laser right now, clean through that, and do some damage to Team 1.
I'm trying to like almost keep them both in the sort of main part of the screen because obviously they've gotten closer together. It's like, yeah, we'll just... Oh. 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 Oh my lord. That's getting a bit jiggly there. It honestly looks like...
their first shots.
No. Yeah, it's definitely reminding me a little bit of jelly right now.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it does look like the projectiles, when destroyed, do actually cut thrust to the ship, which is weird. It's very weird. It must not. Those must not be standard projectiles, it would seem.
Oh. A
thruster was destroyed.
Oh my. Oh dear.
They're passing right by each other. I don't think they're going to survive this.
Oh god.
And this is the end.
It's like, you are out of there.
Eliminated.
Yeah. That was very, very well done. But yeah, that kind of like, as soon as he hit that, really.
Indeed. That was actually a door snipe that caused a secondary explosion, eliminating the projectile, the thruster, off of Team 1, and that's all it took. With only one thruster up, that the fort ship just kind of crashed to the ground, and that's how that went. We have a sweeping beam, just goes right inside, slams the turret, and there's a secondary explosion. Ooh.
It was very, very nicely done by them.
That was amazing. That was hilarious, to be honest. Just look at it. Just goes flying across, just trying to stay up, and it doesn't quite make it. One thruster left, and it just goes screaming across the entire map. Oh, dragging onto the floor.
Because there's nothing to balance out anymore, so it just has the one pushing it forward, essentially.
Pretty much, and then it crashes into the side.
We're on the losers bracket with Celeb and Sea Monster versus Felix and Math Puns. Someone give me a math pun. Something I can actually understand, though.
Your math puns always has the math puns on hand. It's amazing. And they almost recovered it too. It did look like they almost recovered it.
Yeah, it did. It kind of like sort of like, well, for lack of a better word, hovered for like a split second, and then it just went zoom.
That's a good way to put it.
So you got to expected Felix and Math to win the whole tournament, and then they get booted out the first time. Woo!
Okay, so I think we just need. Yeah, so we need the. Is everyone here? There's Sea Monster.
I think Felix Mapun versus Salap and see. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, just need to make sure they're on the right teams. They are on the right teams.
So
we are
do
good
this. To go. We need scoring to ready up, and no, that's it. Wait, let's see who's gonna win this time.
Right. Off to the next match.
Is it the same map? Actually,
I don't think. Oh,
it's not.
It's a different one. I have not seen that one before.
Hover map, and let's just. Wee. I have too many maps now.
I know that feel. I periodically go through and just purge maps every so often. It's quite good to do.
There we go. If that's the
And the
right one,
whole-
right? Yes.
Yes. And the whole favorites actually is quite a good feature. It helps out so much.
Oh, Abby's coming in with a lovely maths pun. What did the triangle say to the circle? You're pointless.
Perfect. Top
Let's
tier right there.
do this. Are monsters
when you
good
are.
at maths? Not unless you're Count Dracula. I love it. I love it. We're just waiting on Scoran readying up, and then we can get on our way. Or I believe the losers bracket, but nobody's losers here because, to be honest, I would probably build something that would just crash into the ground in the first 2 seconds. I'd be like, well, that's a thing.
That's an acute triangle joke. Ah,
What did you
I
get?
love it.
What'd you get? What'd you
I
get?
love it. That's an acute triangle joke. I love it. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. This is why I like math puns and all of the math related puns.
They all link together.
Indeed. All right, so now
Okay.
we're good to go.
Let's bring the
Off
teams
to
up.
the next round.
Yep, we're already here.
I find it interesting that these maps start the forts out hanging and dangling from ethereal nodes in the sky.
It's like, yes,
looks.
you are there, but you'll die.
You know, considering this is one thing that's always interesting about flying forts type mods. There's always the motivation, the interest to just not fly. And considering everyone has fallen due to the thrusters being cut out, I feel that it's a pretty strong motivation to not ever disconnect your ropes and just stay attached to the only ground possible. Because why not? What's the worst thing that could happen? You're going to be dangling by a rope instead of having your thrusters cut out.
I always think it's like if you could replace the ropes with some of, like, say, you know, the chains that have like infinite stretch.
Oh, those are so strong.
Although then you could just attach something to it and then just like let it go and it'll just go.
Turn it into a slingshot. That's a lot of fun, actually. That is a legitimate strategy. Just build like a cannon, attach it across the map, and just slingshot it at your opponents. Works very well.
I believe Pyro has mastered that.
Oh yeah,
That and doing it to his teammates.
yeah. That's a good way to get himself banned from the stream for a week. He does that every so often.
Why do plants hate maths? It gives them square roots.
Oh dear. I love it.
All right,
I
so
really do.
we've got the right hand side, a lot of cores though. A heck of a lot of cores. Left side has got the 4 going in, but right side has got them. But left side, I've noticed, has actually got some additional different thrusters. Hovercraft. What are they called again?
I believe they are called thrusters.
Yeah, okay. Because we've got 2 orange and 2 green. One's more powerful than the other, isn't it? By mind, right?
I believe so, yes.
And we got right hand side with a lot of cores and a battery quite conveniently placed next to the core.
Indeed. Just in case something goes wrong, you want to make sure it goes very, very wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to blow up, you may as well make sure that you're going to blow up fantastically.
Exactly. That's a man after my own heart right there.
And here we go. The timer has stopped. And oh,
We are...
the right side not got any thrusters yet.
You know, I really don't blame them. I really don't blame them. One moment, Frazzz.
Yeah, no worries. We got a left hand side doing a little bit of additional construction work, but they're the only ones with thruster right now. Right side does not have any thruster right now, just hanging about. Hanging about. Which is fair. Oh. Oh, that got a little bit close. Just putting in the additional weight to try and move it forward. But again, they're the only ones moving right now. Right side not done anything yet. Apart from, well, 2 extra cannons. Now they're putting down some thrusters to get going. Maybe. We'll see. Uh-oh. Why have they... Oh. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting a little bit jiggly. It's calmed down now, though. It appears to have calmed down, so they're okay. Yes, if you're going to go out with a bang, the bigger the better. Why was the student upset when his teacher called him average? It was a mean thing to say.
All right, so I think...
Everything okay for you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Just had chat coming in with the megatons of support. Had to mention it for a bit there. But on this match, it looks like we've got cannons coming out from the right side. 2 of them just about ready to go. Left side about ready to put down their lasers. Almost ready to put down their lasers. For a moment, I thought this ship was going to self-destruct by pure thrust. It was kind of...
Yeah, it was jiggling.
Wobbling.
It was doing a good jiggle.
Jiggling violently is a good way to put it, I think. Looks like Team 2's thrusters are finally online.
Oh.
There's 1 cannon.
And they've got the other one nearly finished as well.
Should be able to get in that first shot before Team 1's plasma laser comes online. Mostly because Team 1's plasma laser doesn't exist yet.
Someone say, question, if both cores explode, would it be a tie or first to explode loses? It'll be whoever's done the most damage, I believe, if they explode at the same time.
Yes. It is technically possible for both cores to explode within the same tick. Extraordinarily rare, but it is possible. At which point, if there is a tie based on if the cores have a tie, then that's a hit.
Small bit of damage there. They do have the second cannon ready, though.
Is he ready to fire it? He's holding off of firing it. Probably doesn't have the energy to fire it. Might be a...
What if no damage is dealt? What is the next thing calculated? I don't think there would ever be a point that you wouldn't have damage, right?
I don't... If neither core has done damage, that implies... I don't know, to be honest, the answer to that question. That is such an unrealistic scenario.
Oh, right side is wibble wobbling. Will it tear?
It is.
Oh, it's...
Nah, I don't
this
think
is
so.
going... Oh, settling down. Good,
I
good.
think it's gonna be fine. Just a little bit of wobble, never hurt anyone. As long as it's a little bit. Those cannons are dealing damage, but it's not enough damage. So they need to do a little bit more with it.
Oh, core damage has been done. Oh, wait,
yes, that cut deep. Another shot like that could end it.
Yeah,
could absolutely end it.
You hit that core, it's going to just chain react with the other cores, and then bye-bye.
Exactly. That, or if they just get inside and damage those thrusters again.
Here comes another cannon shot.
Got hit.
Oh, and the second one followed. Oh my!
And those are EMP cannons. That means they have the commander abilities. That commander ability makes all projectiles have an EMP effect, which is quite fun. Studying calculus, don't drink and derive. I disagree with that. I think that is great fun. Then again, I'm also kind of a nerd.
Hey, who isn't?
Second cannon shot.
Oh, so many cannon shots are taken right now.
Not enough.
Why is the cheese triangle always so frustrated because it's never right?
Team 1's firing those lasers. They chopped off the... Oh! Saved by the ropes. Actually, one of those ropes straight up broke and it ripped. Well, you know, what was I saying earlier? Why bother selling off the ropes? Why bother being airborne at all when you could just have ropes?
They're just like, go away.
Yep. So it looks like the cannons did a heavy number and sent the recoil back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't know if they can stop it. Yep,
Bye.
that's the end of them. Right off the edge of the map. Those cannons, that's an interesting way
It's
to
like,
win.
go away. Quite
Didn't
literally.
even destroy the thrusters. All they did is destroy enough metal, enough stuff off the front of their base, and combine that with the added weight to the rear of the base. They just set the reeling backward, and they couldn't stop it in time. Nope, actually that was just pilot error. The only thing that cannon destroyed off the front was the was an energy shield, which really has no weight at all. Just Team 1
Yeah.
put a little bit too much weight on the rear, causing them to fly backwards and
really
run
quickly.
themselves off the edge of the map. Yep,
Uh,
that's how that went.
Boink. Oh well.
Pilot
And that
error.
is them out of there.
Players eliminated. All right, so that was an interesting match. We got to see players building less of a hover fort than a fort just hanging out by ropes, which I think probably the strongest strategy of the lot here.
Yeah, I mean it worked. Because at one point the team 1 tried to take out their power source or take out the hover part, and then it didn't go anywhere. It did a little jiggle and then settled.
Exactly. Very strong. Who would think building a fort on a stable position? Quite good. Quite very good.
I don't believe it. All right, so we are into. Is this the winners bracket or is this the?
I don't think we're doing a proper bracket so much as just making
Showcase
sure that
them
we all
all.
get to play each other. Exactly. We have 3 teams here.
Yeah, guys, you can actually find the stuff on the Force Workshop, so you can actually play it yourself, guys, and create some crazy stuff, and then post them in mine and Incursus' Discords, and you can look at them and go, I wish I could do that.
I do want to point out that the players here in these lobbies are extraordinarily good. We have players like Phoenix and such. We have multiple players from DFC playing. We have Scoran here. Like, these are very, very good players. It's as strange as these matches look, where something like pilot error is enough to wipe out the fort. It is extraordinarily difficult to control of forts, and where every single action, every bit of recoil could be the difference between crashing your fort into the ground and such. But that's what makes it fun, isn't it?
Yes. So I'm gonna say this one to you, Cursus, and see what happens. There are 3 kinds of people in this world: those who can count and those who can't.
Okay.
I literally, the first time of reading that, turned around and went, where's the third?
As someone who's, I've heard many variations of that joke before. There's a lot of usually references to binary.
Santa's slave, Felix.
I have a super chat here. So I figured out how the forts float. It doesn't use knockback for firing, but rather knockback of the impact on the ground, hence why lasers. And that seems odd. Like, I guess that kind of makes sense. That is technically a mechanic in forts, but that's still very strange. It feels like a strange implementation, because there is knockback from firing, so I don't know why you would use knockback from hitting the ground. Curious. But it does make it vulnerable to lasers, which is certainly interesting. You draw the line with statistics. It continues. I'm reading all the math. Frazzz, you have done something terrible, and I love it. My chat is just flooded with math puns, and I'm reading them all. I'm not saying them all. I am reading them all.
I'm getting some as well. I've got the very classic one of why was 6 afraid of 7?
Yo, of course.
The 7, 8, 9. Although now I'm feeling like there'll be somebody going, huh? Someone within our chats will be like, what do you mean? What? We got Alex joining us, I believe. Now, Alex is actually, he's the main person behind Fort Ships, isn't he? If I mind right.
Alex, yes, he is the mod maker for Fort Ships, which is a very similar mod. It uses a different system to create airborne forts. As today we are showing off hover forts.
Yeah, it seems hover forts are a little bit more safer. Well, I say that, but we saw someone just in the first match get cracked in 2. Because like in Fort Ships, I don't know. I usually build something. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna. Pfft, never mind. It looks like we're ready to go though.
We are ready. Jorge comes in and says, I think the thrusters drop explosive projectiles and knockback from the explosion keeps the fort hovering. That actually makes a lot more sense. That it does actually make a lot more sense if that's the case. But that the mod maker for hover forts is here. We could just ask him instead of speculating.
Yeah, this is just like, yeah, here. Goran is right here. All right, so we're in another match here. We've got the right side and left side, both kind of relatively going for the same, but one's get one more windmill over the other. That's about it. Good luck and have fun.
All right.
Actually, we've both got going with different technologies right from the get-go. Not sure if that will affect the end game for them, because obviously these two types of technologies unlocks the lasers or cannons access. Well, who knows?
Not sure. Typically, the workshop that like we see out of Team 1 is considered more aggressive because it doesn't have a whole lot of options that could be used for defending and knocking projectiles out of the sky. Whereas Team 2 is going for the armory, which has things like flak, which can absolutely just cleanse the sky of anything hostile. So, curious to see how this works out. Something like the workshop is very often used for, say, buzzsaws, which are great for destroying anything wood or rope. Like, all those ropes could just disappear to a single buzzsaw.
Oh, yeah, because, like, if you cut right through that before they had thrusters, bye-bye.
Absolutely. Now, of course, you have to be able to do that. If you're going to do that, you have to be able to do that by destroying the central barrier. But the central barrier has metal in it, which cannot be destroyed by the buzzsaws. So they're not an immediate concern from any kind of early game rush. But buzzsaw is still very useful for taking out ropes.
It looks like we have Team 2 who accidentally got rid of one of their ropes. Hence them looking a little bit angled now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stress on those side ropes now, which is probably a little bit worrying for them.
Team 1 got thrusters, but Team 2 with no thrusters yet.
Why did 7 eat 9? Because you're supposed to eat 3 squared meals a day. I blame you, Frazzz, and I'm okay with this.
Hey, this is usually what happens. You put an Incursus in a pot and you put a Frazzz in a pot, and out of it comes the punception. Or punception. Yeah, punception. It looks like we have, well, the timer's about to stop. We've got a cannon on the right hand side. Lots more ropes, though. A heck of a lot more ropes added. I think they're going for the similar strategy to before, whereas we've got left hand side, got a laser building, and they are now, well, hovering. Right side is just like, nah, We're just gonna, you know, 2 cannons. It worked last time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What's your thoughts, though, Incursus?
That's really all I have to say about it. Team 2 does have the double cannons going. I think the lasers definitely have the advantage in terms of weapon choice. However, the cannons are not incapable. And considering Team 2 still has their ropes online, I think it's okay.
He says
Because they can
optimistically.
survive the ropes so long as they can survive the lasers so long as those ropes exist, and that'll enable them to use the cannons. Now, yeah, interesting.
Oh, they've actually turned on the thrusters this time.
Indeed.
So they're actually going for both, sort of like, you know, if they fail, they have the ropes to keep them steady. Although it seems to be both sides have done it.
Have to.
Both sides have still got the ropes attached to their force. I love how Team 1 is just becoming like this. They're almost creating like a mouthpiece at the front here. We've got just like guns and snipers and lasers, and then Team 2 is just like, here, we have 2 cannons that will obliterate you. Oh, I got rid of that completely.
Indeed. 1 cannon is all it takes. 1 heavy weapon hit. Really, 1 of any kind of heavier hitting weapon is enough. But it looks like Team 1 is ready to fire. Alex is sitting on that laser.
Yep.
And is he
going to open? Yep, there we go.
Yep.
And
where's he aiming? Ooh, he was aiming for the ropes. Did not get them. Here
other
comes the
cannon shot. Oh, not hitting anything.
Cannons do not destroy ropes.
Pro tip, build 4 thrusters when open door below them. If 1 thruster is destroyed, you can close the door on the other side.
Interesting.
That's a lot of firepower in the front of that fort right now.
Yes. The second laser. Ooh,
oh, missing again.
The ropes again.
Another cannon shot. And it's going to go straight for the front. Oh, not really doing much.
Direct hit.
The second one coming in. Ooh, getting rid of a gunner. There is something about the sky right now that's very peaceful. I don't know why.
It's just so pretty and blue and calming, and we're about to have another laser shot. Here it is.
Oh, straight. Oh, getting rid of a couple. Couple of ropes gone, but doors are. There's what, 3-4 doors there?
Yeah, there was 3 doors apiece, so there's no significant damage there. To take a moment to repair the door, but just a mild delay.
Ooh. Oh. That could have been deadly, because that laser, if that goes, that's right next to one of the thrusters, which might propel it forward. I don't know if the ropes will hold it back. Oh,
it'll certainly try.
Oh, those ropes didn't go, and I'm sure it went over them.
It did go over them, but the ropes didn't explode. I'm curious as to why that is.
What? That was weird.
Okay. Another case. Team 2
I mean, they are on
has
fire, so they can't. Oh.
Extra ropes.
Oh,
EMP. If those EMPs hit those thrusters, that could cause serious problems.
Here comes another cannon shot, though.
A little bit lower. Oh, that might be a beautiful shot.
Oh,
shutting down even more. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm just trying to imagine if those EMPs hit one of those thrusters, it's going to send things very sideways.
One way or another.
Here comes another laser shot.
Oh yeah. Huh. Okay.
It touched the rope for a moment. Remember that lasers, when they are unstable and flinging about wildly, do significantly reduce damage by a huge margin, to a point where they almost are inconsequential. You saw the example of it there with the ropes and their trivial amounts of HP even being enough to survive those laser shots. Okay, we have another laser shot coming out.
Oh, not really doing much there.
Indeed. 2 more cannon shells.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, here they go. Still slamming up top. Not getting the hits onto their thrusters, but they are getting close to destroying their energy production.
Here comes another laser shot.
Significant. I like how this is basically devolved into your standard forts match.
Oh.
Yep.
Very
There's
nice.
the damage across the...
That's what they've been
across the
looking for.
ropes.
Tip, to remove your ropes and use jump thruster to dodge enemy projectiles, especially rockets.
That sounds like... That's coming from the mod maker. And that sounds like good advice, except every match we've seen thus far has pretty much been evidence to the opposite.
Yeah, true. Oh, wait, what? What happened to the cannon there? Just kind of was like, nope, I want to go down this way.
I think it had a little bit of collision with its own fort. Killed a lot of its velocity.
They're definitely trying to get rid of the ropes so they can then just cut the power from the bottom and then, well, yeah. Although I noticed theirs is becoming more of a kind of actual ship-like shape. I quite like the shape going on here. They've even got solar panels.
Indeed, but I think once another round of those ropes going away, and Team 2 will be vulnerable to having their thrusters cut out by the lasers. Let's see if... Oh, the shutdown. It looks like Team 1 aimed for Team 2's thrusters this time. It shut it down just in time, but no significant damage was dealt to Team 1, despite the EMP leaving their doors open.
I love how they've literally just resorted to a repair device. It's kind of amusing to me.
I mean, why not? With its buffs and kind of rework, it's both cannons merging into a single shell, penetrating deep. That's some good damage there. Almost
Have you noticed
just
these
slightly
dancing strings or dancing ropes?
I know. I can see the strings just chilling there.
Oh, couple. Oh, they're just like, you know, dancing around the core. Like, this is where we stay. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Not much is that. Like, either side basically almost, I would say, pot shotting each other, but it's like, oh my.
Oh, there it is. The first cannon shelled EMP, shutting down the energy shield. The second one flying clean through and wiping out just shy of every single piece of energy production off of Team 1. That's some damage dealt. Team 1 has enough energy to fire one last shot, but it's going to take them a long time.
That was a little bit. That was just like trade for trade almost there, but Team 1, as you mentioned there, are gonna need a little bit while to get, because missiles themselves, missiles, are also very power hungry. So if you take away that power, they have nothing to fire with at all.
Yes. Exactly.
Although we do have, are we about to have a laser fire? No. Oh.
No, he opened the door, but he didn't have the power to fire it, so he just closed it. And now they got to take another hit free from the cannons. Team 1's energy production is coming back online, but oof.
I feel like the dancing ropes are the MVP of this match.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just like oh, ooh, nice hit.
A sweeping laser beam taking out anti-air.
There's those dancing ropes. Made you speechless.
Comes another laser fire? Maybe?
We do have a laser going
Not
in
quite.
on Team 2 now, though. On the bottom there.
Yeah, hopefully that works out well for them.
Because Team 1
suspect it
is
will.
still attached by ropes, though. Oh.
It is.
Oh.
And they definitely have to clean through those ropes before doing much with the laser. But maybe...
Oh!
There it is. The EMP shuts down one thruster, but the ropes for Team 1 are enough to keep it alive.
Just and no more. Just and no more.
All right. Things are okay for the moment for Team 1. A little bit rough. They re-enable their thruster. They got it stabilized, though.
But they're building extras. I think he was just trying to take out some of the asteroids that were coming in the sky, you know. Oh, double shot. Oh my lord.
Core damage has been dealt. Another merging of the cannons. 2 projectiles becoming 1 and penetrating deep into Team 1.
Very much going straight for... okay. Just shot himself. Oh my, Team 2. Oh. These ropes are getting a little bit ridiculous. Some of them now going down to the ground. It seems to be they're getting kept up in there because of the thrusters.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Oh. A fire beam now going down
Team
too.
2 just sold off their plasma laser again. Whoa. Losing thrust, but it's okay.
Team 1 now has 4 thrusters going at once.
Yeah. I'm not sure how that will affect things. I suspect it will just mean that there will be a stronger effect for when Team 2 destroys their lasers, or destroys their projectiles, their thrusters, with their own laser. So I'm not sure that's a benefit to them.
Oh my.
They're trying.
Oh!
Oh! Penetrating
Oh, nearly.
way deep in.
Nearly. So very
Huge
close.
damage. If Team 1 didn't have those ropes, they
It would've
would be
dropped.
absolutely destroyed. Like Team 2 needs to get rid of those ropes out of Team 1, and then that fort's just gone. Or if those projectiles had merged toward the main core again, this would have been over.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's still
More
they're
ropes.
slightly too far away to get like nice big on the screen, so I'm having to go between them like yep. Although we've got a dangly bit here in the back of Team 1. Oh, they're reconnecting to it.
Interesting. Looked like Team 1, the weight of their fort ripped off. Like it wobbled so much that it ripped off part of the back of the ropes there. So that's an interesting development.
Oh!
EMPs everywhere. Those cannons, they just deal so much damage. They're splashing everywhere. Could buzzsaws snip up ropes? Absolutely.
Yeah,
They're
buzzsaws
trying to
do
use lasers for it, but buzzsaws are an effective alternative.
If you feel free, guys, like if you do like the mod, then feel free to leave a comment in the workshop, and you like it, etc. I enjoyed the day.
Team 2 is free. Team 2 lost control, lost all of their ropes, and they are now bouncing wildly.
Oh my lord!
Uh-oh. Ooh, they're trying to stabilize, but it's looking a little rough for them. Actually, they are very slowly stabilizing. But with no more ropes, nothing to anchor them, they are in a rough spot. The next time those lasers come online...
Like that? Oh my lord!
Oh ho ho! Barely surviving that. Oh boy. But they have stabilized. Looks like they're trying to rotate themselves so they don't go careening into off the edge of the map into the void. Will they get another cannon shell off?
Yep, here they come. Oh.
Hefty damage. Another eradication of Team 1's eco, but that does not put them... That's a setback, but not too much of a setback. Team 1 will still be able to fire that plasma laser in a moment, and is that enough? Nope. Oh, they
don't have
the
power.
energy. They didn't have enough power to actually fire it. He tried anyways, but they got to wait. They got to
More
wait a
cannon
moment.
shots.
Oh yeah, that bought Team 2 another 30 seconds, but that's ooh, that's just delaying the inevitable. That's
I think
not a
this is one
solution
of
to their
the
problem.
best matches.
It is certainly the longest. All right, Team 1 should be coming up on enough power to here to get a full burn of their plasma laser. There it is.
Ew.
Ooh, they needed to aim it a little bit lower. Yep. They didn't have enough energy for a second one, which is no big surprise considering. But that first shot was aimed a little high, didn't hit those projectiles.
Another little couple of windmills gone, but again, they've still got their ropes at the moment, so...
Indeed. Team 2 would have to do a little bit more damage. They'd have to get inside to get those thrusters knocked out, or the core. Like, cannons can absolutely just penetrate and go straight to the core. Like, that is an option. But Team 2 just needs a little bit more firepower than they have available to them right now.
I think they're lining up both, yeah, they've both, each player has got a laser right now. I think they're trying to cut them out.
Well, that has been the plan for some time. They've been suffering in the power department for a while. We'll see if they're still saving up. So looking like they're trying to time it. That's one. Second shot didn't make it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, massive damage. Internal explosions from the stresses.
Still holding.
One tiny core destroyed. Indeed.
What is this about?
But that was close. That was very, very close. Just the wobble caused a lot of damage. They actually still have some unrepaired internal structural damage.
Oh, another clean.
Oh, up and over.
We're now down to the
That was
10-minute mark on this match here alone. This is getting a little bit tense.
Yeah, it's actually a good way to put it. Is that gonna be it? Oh,
nearly.
Oh, another one. Oh, geez, their fort almost got ripped in half. Team 2's fort barely hanging on. They're trying to rebuild it. It's not cross-braced, but they are rebuilding it. It nearly ripped in half from the stresses of being yanked back and forth.
It's getting more and more. Oh, my lord.
Oh, every single turbine shut down.
One rope has fallen.
Between the EMP and the double cannons, Team 1 losing some ropes in that as well. If Team 2 could get just a slightly better weapon for shutting down those turbines, that would be... Or shutting down those ropes, that would be it. Oh, that's
well,
it.
that works.
Oh, that's it. One plasma laser exposed. Takes out Team 1's turbines, or takes out Team 1's ropes, and that's enough to make them go unhinged. I don't think they can survive this.
Nope.
Yeah.
Very well played by both teams, though. Extremely well played.
Very well played.
That was a
Team 2 with
fantastic match.
My lord, that was exciting.
Like, that was like taking out the ropes, and then it just started going forward because it had 4 thrusters going, essentially. So it was made for speed, but then they tried to sort of do a pot shot before the going, and then they just careened into the right side. So, but very well done on both teams. That was very, very well played. Whew.
All right.
I will be back in 1 minute.
Sounds good to me. Sorry, I just needed to adjust my settings real quick. Excellent. So that was... Team 2 had one stable base. They really did. All it took was the ropes being destroyed off of Team 1, and that's the end of that one. They went careening off the edge of the map. Welcome to Hover Forts, where physics is the answer to all of your problems. That's really the case of any kind of flying forts style scenario. The moment you're in the air and off the ground, physics just is everything. Whereas in normal forts, things like penetrating defenses and destroying various devices is kind of important. In hover forts or any kind of flying forts, physics is the answer to everything. Gravity is overpowered, so to speak, as is the floor. Oh, jeez. All right, so we've got another match coming up here in a moment. But that was a long and excellent match. We'll be doing more flying forts competitions? Absolutely. These are always good fun. We've been doing this kind of thing for a very long time. Very, very long time. From the first battle forts all the way back toward the launch of forts. In zero-G mod, gravity is unimportant. That is fair. Fortunately, we do not have zero-G here. Why shouldn't you be friends with gravity? Because he's always trying to keep you down. Hey! I get it.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Did I miss
All right,
much?
so it looks... nope. It looks like we're switching over to the Hoverforts tournament map. And I think we are good to go.
Let me just get the map up. There we go.
Math puns? That's not even a math pun, but it's a pun nonetheless. I love it. Did you know there was a server who wasn't smart, who traveled between floors? He was a dumbwaiter. Hey!
Let's do this, then.
All right, time's up. Let's go.
Who will win? Nobody knows. Let's find out.
Can you use the thrusters to knock your opponent around? Yes. Yes, it would seem so. However, the strength of them does not seem to be does not lend itself toward weaponizing. But hey, you know, we've seen crazier things weaponized here in forts.
So I've got Skoran asking us, and we'll put it to a chat vote. Would you like to see me and Incursus 1v1 at the end of the tournament in this mode?
Oh, that sounds like a disaster. Oh, that absolutely sounds like a disaster.
It could be fun. We'd probably both die.
It could be fun, yes. We could both explode, or we could spend 30 minutes chucking lasers at each other and nothing happens. One of the two. Chat is unanimously saying yes, so I think we're going to have to do that.
Oh dear.
But, oh dear, is I think a good way to describe it.
Yes, that's...
I'm not even seeing one no in chat. It's just unanimously yeah. Okay, well, we got to do it then.
Like what? Huh? Hmm? Oh dear. Whatever shall you do? So our team's here. We have Team 2 going with a lovely not workshop. The other one. I think they're both.
Team 2 is going with the armory. Yes. We have an armory down for Team 2. Team 1 going for a workshop and an upgrade center. So less on the heavy weapon stack. What's an interesting difference about this map in particular. Not as much rope action. The ropes are barely hanging on. Team 2 with the victory. I'm not even sure what happened there. I think they just added in too much weight and the ropes snapped.
Yeah. Like I was sitting watching it and I was just like, oh, that's going. Why is it going? It's going down and it's going down and it's going down and it's gone. It just.
Gonna watch that in slow mo. They just keep adding weight and everything just kind of stops working. The ropes just couldn't handle it. Yep, there it goes.
It's just like wee. And we salute the falling. Just. Wow. Oh.
That's one way to end it. Oh my gosh. All right, are we redoing that one?
Oh, you need to redo it. A win is a win, yeah, but you gotta redo it. Come on. Oh.
Oh gosh. Was that the last map? No. We have more map. We have more after this. Just wondering if we're counting that one for if we're giving them the win for that one. Gravity, yes, gravity every time.
Got Liav saying, finally my two favorite YouTubers doing a collab. Guess what? We've done many videos together.
We do that a lot, actually. Well, we haven't done a
Not
lot of
for
collabs
what.
recently, but we do them every so
It was a
often.
little bit of Among Us for a bit, and then the new map's not coming out till next year now. Finally.
Yeah, I was sad
Um,
about that. I wanted to clickbait the living daylights out of that.
we've done a little bit of Omega. We've done a little bit of Forts, with a little bit of StarCraft. You know, there's been a little bit of dabble of everything here and there. The one problem that's always that gets me in Incursus is like some light years behind me in time. Usually when he streams is about 2, 3 in the morning for me, I think.
Unless it's on a Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true. Because you usually do it on 6, 7 p.m. my time, I think.
Yes. Around there, give or take.
And we'll Incursus versus Frazzz. All right. Why can't you trust a math teacher holding graphic paper? I'm needing an answer to this one, apparently.
What was the question?
Why can't you trust a math teacher holding graphing paper?
Oh my. That's a good one. I'm not sure.
She's plotting something.
I don't know how long it would have taken me to think of that one, but that's a good one. I like it. All right, looks like we are ready to go.
Excellent. Let's do this. We already have our winners, but I mean, the ropes are already I feel like they were starting to go down further. They must be plotting something. They must be plotting something. Well, thank you, Liv. He's saying we're both amazing, so to keep it up, he has to go, but he loves us both.
All right. Have a good one. And good luck as these teams.
That was an interesting way for a tournament to have its final match.
Indeed.
It's just like...
Team 1, learning from their lesson, adding extra ropes right out the gate. I'm curious to see if Team 1's going to replace the existing ropes. Because those existing ropes are super stretched, whereas the new ones aren't pulling up much weight, quite literally. So Team 1 could replace some of those super stretched ropes. And try to equalize things a bit, even them out. Make it less stressed, make it less likely to rip and tear.
Did you just use a Doom pun?
No idea what you're talking about.
How do you make time fly? You throw a clock out a window.
Oh, jeez.
That's more like a literal... I can't speak anymore. Nearly said a plum instead of pun. Jeez.
Oh, dear.
Right, so we got... Left side has got the thrusters. Right side doesn't have any thrusters yet, but does have cannon technology going in. Left side not really doing much at the moment, apart from being fearful of ropes. And probably rightfully so at this point.
Yeah, understandable. I'd be surprised if they weren't. Team 2 said that they had practiced this enough that all they have to do is add one rope. And so far they're correct. We'll see if that works out for them. Because it would seem that well, the ropes are kind of been MVP this entire game. The team without ropes is the team that loses.
Incursus, you told me to let you know. Apparently your click is back.
All right.
And there goes Incursus. Will he return? Who knows? And he has returned. I can hear the hum. The time is nearly up. The guns are not placed.
The world may never know. All right, is it good? Whoa.
It sounds the same. I don't
Really?
think. Yeah.
Okay, let me check something.
Oh wait,
real quick.
wait. No. Wait. It's gone now. It's like once you came back in, it clicked a bit, but then it gone, I think.
All right. Well, you know,
Yeah,
let
let's
me
go.
test. Okay, sweet. Usually all I have to do is reset the microphone on Discord. Like, just go to Discord, select a different microphone, load up a separate. I usually just use like a virtual audio cable. Just like, I'm no longer using my microphone. I'm using a virtual audio cable, and then just reset it back to my normal microphone. It works just fine. It's literally just a Discord issue.
That's Discord
So,
for you. I
yeah.
didn't usually because the app wasn't working for me for like 3 days.
Oh.
So it keeps trying to do it loops back on an update constantly. Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Although Team 1 playing with danger. Oh my lord. Oh.
Oh no. That's the floor.
You're not meant
They
to
did not survive.
hit the floor. I love how the commander is literally, I can't take this. Don't look at me.
Holding a penguin.
I've hit
Oh,
the floor twice.
Welcome to Hover Fort. It's already kind of flying forts where crashing to the ground is your normal everyday experience. Let's see. What was the cause this time? Cause this time they shut down a thruster. They shut down both their thrusters, which was enough to cause them to hit the ground. All right. Makes sense.
Well, that was a lesson in what not to do.
Yeah, don't need that. All right, I think we should go ahead and do a Frazzz versus myself. See how that works out.
Oh dear.
This is gonna be a nightmare, I think.
Probably. I don't want to be Moonshine. Go away. Let's see. I don't know who to be.
That is a good question. Who should I be? Let's do this. You know, I don't know. I think we're good scoring. No, I don't think we may have better chances together. That sounds like a disaster. That sounds like waiting to happen.
Everybody wants us to verse each other. We will verse each other, and well,
I think
we'll soon find out.
Frazzz versus myself is going to be quite chaotic. It's going to be quite something.
Oh, we get to pick the map. Is there any real difference between the three?
Rope positions seem to be the main difference.
Which one do you feel like?
I think we could do this one. This one's fun.
All right.
Oh, we're in alpacas and no.
No. All right, you ready, Incursus? Yes, he's wins.
Absolutely. Bring it on.
Let's do this. We're waiting on Skoran. Are these... They're not hover maps at all, actually.
If you spam the ready button, then eventually they're ready up, and then they go. There you go. Beautiful. Love it.
Go on. This gets the point across, doesn't it?
There it is.
All
Awesome.
right. So let's see. Okay. What are we doing?
So
What are we doing here?
I have learned a few things. 1, do this. 2, do this. Sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this. Let's get plenty more supports going on here. Nope, rope, please.
Rope. Please work. Thank you. No.
Do it.
There we go. Rule 1. Ignore what Felix did.
I mean, he's got a point.
Get that.
The whole ignoring what they did is probably a good idea, all things considered.
I'm going to probably die.
I'm okay with this.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be okay with this.
But I am, though.
Use the weight to balance the fort. I'm going to need a couple of these. How is this going to go? Who knows? I don't know what you're building, but it looks dangerous.
The world may never know.
Sell the ropes that balances the fort. How about we just don't do that, you know?
That's actually not a bad idea. Like, believe it or not. I didn't realize we start with no batteries or anything. Oof.
Aha! Am I ahead of you? I think so. Aha! No, probably not.
Possibly.
Probably not, to be fair.
I'm gonna try something.
Does it include you dying?
Probably.
Ah, okay. Good,
Yes, yes it does. Goodbye, cruel world.
What? What?
Okay.
What? What?
My rope snapped.
What did you try and do?
It exploded.
But you didn't have any thrusters.
I noticed.
What? What?
Yeah, I built a little much.
All right. Well,
kind of
rematch, because we can't be having that.
All right, sweet. Let's try this again.
Let's go.
Ready when you are.
I am ready. We're waiting on. Could be that you don't die so fast. I didn't actually die fast. Like that was Incursus. I blame him.
Yeah, no, totally my fault. I exploded. All right.
Whee.
We're gonna do this and then this and then make all this go away.
What if you don't want it to all go away?
But I do want it to go away though.
But
So
what
I
if you
have to worry
don't want
about
it to
that.
go all away?
Well, then we'd be different worlds. I want this. And then I can do this guy here. I'm gonna turn off gravity first, if only.
So Incursus, what are you not going to do?
I'm going to add. Well, here's the thing. I added all those extra ropes, and they did not help at all. So that's really rather unfortunate. I actually want to test something here. Probably get a result in my demise once again.
Oh dear.
I can't test right now.
Just behave, right? Okay. Just you don't remember your batteries. All right, time for a little bit of saving. I don't need one of these. What is this? Jump to either dodge. So red thrusters are not something you want to have on. Probably. Let's see. Why? Oh no, we've got math puns here now.
Oh, and he has plenty of APM to spare now. Oh no. Yes. Do it. Okay.
You frighten me. You know that?
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. What is this? Strong tarp plank. Make your fort even more stable with this normal tarp. Doesn't withstand much damage. Well, it's usually the base frightens me. Why? Oh wow, my base frightens him. Makes me sad. Why does it frighten you? You can go here. I'm kind of curious why my base frightens him suddenly. Yes.
All right, I'm going to try. Oh, I'll give it a minute. Or two.
What are you trying to do?
Don't worry about it.
Oh dear.
Okay. That did nothing. Okay.
What were you trying to do?
Well, I was trying to have thrusters relieve some stresses on my ropes so I can manipulate the ropes. Turns out, thrusters did nothing. So that's fun. I'm going to then do this, if that's how this is going to work.
Oh
See
dear.
that?
Oh dear, oh dear.
Not that it seems to matter much given their condition.
900. Sort of a wee bit heavy
Oh,
here.
this is a mistake. Don't do this.
What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? Please break.
It's a very real threat. Very, very real threat.
Yes.
Let's be honest here.
Frazzz, yeah, I know. Don't worry. I just don't want to quite yet.
All right, so I'm going to have to fix something using a method that I don't particularly like,
Oh.
but it is what I have to do.
What the? No!
He exploded. Rip Frazzz.
What? I added one piece of metal at the front, and it ripped the entire thing away.
Yeah, I know that feel.
Oh my lord! Oh. Neither of us
What?
getting shots at each other, just killing ourselves. Seems normal.
You can't survive long enough.
Yeah, that's
All right, so I'm willing to do one more of this, you versus I.
yes.
All right.
Let's do this. Last round. Intermediate challenge. What?
I think I'll pass on that.
All right. Let's try this one more time. Third time lucky. Not kill ourselves.
Let's do this.
Wow. All right. Let's see how we go this time.
So, I think I need some minor optimizations here.
And preferably not. Right.
There we go. If I do this first, I can get all this down. And I can do this.
No. Don't collapse. Sell ropes. Remember, even if you collapse, you still. I can't believe that's what happened. Are you about to crash again?
It's not gonna work. What?
I thought you were about to crash again.
No, but I do have an idea.
Ooh, now.
Yes. And I'm curious as if this will make me crash if I do this.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh, no. I'm gonna actually put you here. And we'll put you there. Oh, dear. What have you done?
don't worry about it.
Of course I'm gonna worry about it. It's you.
All right, come on, really? I crashed.
What?
I built a rope and I built a new rope over an existing rope. It deleted the existing rope and didn't build a new rope. Which is certainly something. Yeah, so you cannot interact with the ropes at all. Otherwise, it just seems that it just seems bad.
This is going very well.
Absolutely.
Oh.
All right. Well, I think that explains this mod particularly well.
We're useless at it?
Well, that too. All right. Well, I think that is a good bit of this. We have had some great matches. What do you say? What do you say, Frazzz?
Yeah, I would say actually, apart from us exploding, we're just gonna ignore that. That didn't happen. So, but make sure you've joined in the Hoverforts community because there's Mod Maker, everybody who is actually good at it.
Absolutely. If you guys want to see more showcase matches and players that can actually do this and all of its gloriousness, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button on both Frazzz and Incursus'
I'm
channels.
so close to 50k.
And a big thank you to Scoran, who has put all of this together.
Yeah, big thank you to Scoran for coming to us too. And he is a friendly little fellow who has been incredible and getting us all set up, everybody going, doing the cat herding so we don't have to.
All right. Well, it has been a good one, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one,
Bye,
Frazzz.
everybody. You too. See you later. But yeah, guys, thank you so very much for joining me today and enjoying the stream. A little bit more impromptu, maybe. I was a little bit behind with the stream because I haven't streamed in so long. And well, at least it's all set up for next time. Thank you very much. And thank you to Scoran for having me. And thank you to Incursus as well. I will see you all next time. Enjoy the following videos that are coming up in the next days and stuff. And, well, have fun. Bye-bye.